Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. And they've got their President's Day sales event, which is going to continue through the end of the month, but you need to get in there early while the selection is good. See a Baird location near you. And, of course, they're everywhere. 7, 8, 9 different dealerships across southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. As I mentioned, before we took a break, we got a special guest joining us this morning. We have Rick Frazier, and we have Jessica with us. And what's the dog's name?
The dog is Olive. She
Olive.
is probably the biggest part of Jessica's friends and my attraction for them to come and be a part of. So Olive will be at the very first practice.
Okay. All right, then, of course, we want to talk about the Eddie Montgomery Gentry show coming up on March 18th. And I know you got a lot we want to cover here in just a few minutes. But I got to tell you something. It's really strange that you would bring Olive today, because over the weekend, Miss Nina gave all of our dogs a bath. We had 2 Cocker Spaniel puppies we're raising, and she gave them a bath. Well, she just left the dog shampoo sitting on the side of the tub. And this morning at 3:30 in the morning,
you get a bath.
I washed my hair with dog shampoo.
It's all right. It still smells good.
It's making
There's
me
not a lot up there to wash.
I know, but it's making me feel like a good boy this morning.
Oh,
Well, maybe she'll pat you on the head when you get home.
All right, so let's enough of that. Let's talk about the big show. And Rick, man, this is going to be so good.
We're real excited. I've had a lot of people from our area that has contacted us. I've had about 4 people from Calico Rock call. I want to know how to get tickets, and had some people from Kansas City call, and so we got a lot of interest. Eddie Montgomery Gentry, they're one of the biggest acts in the last 20 years, and one thing that I can say is it is Montgomery Gentry and Eddie Montgomery, but just minus Troy, and so it's the same group. And what they did is Eddie sings lead on 75% of the songs, and so the other band guys just does Troy's part. So it is Montgomery Gentry. And some people think, well, he's just coming by himself. Well, no, it's not. It's the same guys.
Yeah, and that was what they said, after, and of course, the tragic accident that took Troy's life is they said, Troy would want us to go on.
Yeah, actually, Eddie had said that they had talked about that. If anything happened to either one of them, they wanted the other one to go on. And so whenever he passed away, well, then Troy's family wanted Eddie and then Montgomery Gentry to continue on. So that's what they have. So you got the full show, you got the full band, and it's still the same guys.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. And tickets are on sale now. And Rick, all West Plains area banks, there are a number of other locations, and West Plains Civic Center. And that's probably the easiest way to get your tickets. Just call the Civic Center box.
If you're outside the area, you can call the West Plains Civic Center, and you can charge it by phone at 417-256-8123. And we'll hold your tickets at the door, and you can pick them up there whenever you get there. Around here, you can buy tickets here at the station, here at K-Country 95. And in Willow Springs, you can get it at West Plains Bank and at Simmons Bank. Mountain View, it's West Plains Bank and Simmons Bank. In Winona, it's Regina Voiles. And all the area, West Plains Bank, Walmart Supercenter. And so you can get those in all those areas. And, if you've ever bought tickets from anybody before along the line, then that's the same place that you can still get tickets.
And just going to be a great show. And, of course, to open the show traditionally is Jessica's Friends.
Okay.
And Jessica, tell us what Jessica Friends is.
Well, when we first started 35 years ago, Julia Sheldon taught piano lessons. And then she required all of her students to come sing in a show that she was going to do for cystic fibrosis. Well, that was the beginning of Jessica's Friends. We performed at the fairgrounds, Yuva Schaefer's, and then we got bigger and went to Richard's School. Then from Richard's School, we went on to be a part of something even bigger, and that became the Civic Center. Jessica's Friends' first practice is February the 26th, and will be at the West Plains Elementary School at 2 p.m. And if you have any questions, you can contact us at 417-257-6873. And you can call or text that number with details or questions.
Okay, and of course, y'all will then perform prior to Montgomery Gentry.
Yes, we usually do 4 to 5 songs, depending on the length of the songs. Then they will end with something usually patriotic and hold up flags for each one of our service people. And in the last couple years, they've got a standing ovation. And of course, that really gets our kids excited when they can see all those people standing up, clapping, cheering, getting super loud for them. They think that, they have done an amazing job, which they have.
They do.
They
Yeah,
do
absolutely.
an amazing job, and I'm so, so proud of them. But what I wanted to share was I had one little girl that started when she was probably 5. She moved back here, and her mother was a dear high school friend. From the age of 5, she has now become a sophomore in high school. And last week, she did a live stream for cystic fibrosis.
Oh, cool.
On the website. And I encourage people to look at that, to see what Kagan is doing. Kagan goes to every business with me. She asks with me, which if you've never asked for a donation, it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. It's almost frightening.
Yeah, and she started doing that when she was about 11 years old. And I said, Kagan, we have to ask. Well, what if they say no? If they say no, you say thank you, and you have to walk out. But now then, she has become one of my biggest supporters, my biggest fan, and always looks forward to being a part of Jessica's Friends, but also working right along beside me. So that's
pretty
something
special.
really special to
Yeah, that
me,
is special.
to my family, and to her mom, to make her proud.
Yeah, and folks, you got to understand, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes like that, and a lot of businesses around the region that make contributions and donations. And I would encourage any business out there, maybe that listening right now, maybe you're not contacted, contact Rick or Jessica and make a contribution.
Yeah, that's a lot of people has done that. They'll say, "Well, I heard you on K-Country 95, and we would like to donate something," and then that happens a lot. We've got 3 things here coming up, Mike, that I might mention right quick. Is on Thursday, the 23rd this week, Colton's in West Plains is having a cystic fibrosis day. And so they give us a percentage of their proceeds, and that goes towards the concert. So we're grateful that Haley Mitchell at Colton's, she's done this the last couple of years for us. Also on, on March the 4th at Captain D's in West Plains, Zach Stokes. Zach is the one that started this 3 years ago, and he's going to have a cystic fibrosis day. That's on Saturday, and we appreciated Zach doing that for us. He was the first business to do anything like this for us, and we're very appreciative of that. And then on the 10th, that's on a Friday, March the 10th, Ozark Cafe is going to have a cystic fibrosis day. And so that's going to be an all day, and they give us also a percentage. So those 3 businesses, that's really, really helped us a lot. And we really appreciate like a restaurant giving us a percent of their proceeds for the day. And that goes a long ways in really helping us in what we're doing, raising money.
And excuse me, but
Oh, you're fine.
And even more so than the money, Rick, is the exposure and people becoming more familiar with cystic fibrosis as a disease.
Well, that's right, Mike. Like Eddie Montgomery Gentry, where can you go see them for $30?
Exactly.
Well, people says, well, it looks like you could charge more, you make more money. Well, making money, you'd like to make some money, but making money isn't the most important thing. We would like to keep the prices low enough, and we do that because of our people that's helping us, that you can bring a whole family and enjoy a concert, and we'd rather have the place full than have the place 3/4 full and have to charge more. And, we still just charge $5 for kids 12 and under. But the reason are able to do that is because like of K-Country 95 and businesses that donate us towards our cause. And that's the whole purpose. That you want to make money, but yet you want the awareness that you get for cystic fibrosis is the most important thing.
Yeah, I would agree. And Jessica, I think you agree with that too.
Oh, yeah. But also to dads, it's not just coming in. They're also offering drive-through and pickup orders on all 3 of those businesses.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So even if you can't make it in, you can pick up orders or drive through. And that still is part of our proceeds.
So they're going all the proceeds all day. Whatever comes in the door, percentage is going right back out.
Correct. That's right, Mike.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it amazes me, and I won't get into it, but we have some places that do that for St. Jude as well.
Right.
It's just amazing the kind hearts out there. So prior to the show, Rick, there's an auction, and there's a silent auction, there's a live auction, and of course, one of the most popular things I think is there's some gun giveaways.
There is. We glad you brought that up, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We have.
Well, last time you were here, we didn't know exactly what was being given. You've got it now.
We've got it now. We do 4730 Lumber Company in West Plains has done this for the last several years. We have a Kimber 9mm handgun.
Oh.
We're going to sell chances on that. And we also have a Ruger 22 handgun that we're selling chances on that. So whenever you buy a chance for that, you got 2 chances to win. So that, we've been doing that. It's been very successful. It's been extremely popular. We're actually selling chances on this. Like when we go to Colton's, when we go to Captain D's and Ozark Cafe, then we sell those chances while we're there day. Yeah. And it's been a really, really big thing. And, last year for us is a kind of a cool thing. A guy that had cystic fibrosis won the first gun. Mm-hmm. Then he donated it back, and then we auctioned it off.
Yeah.
So,
it brought about triple what you could have bought the gun for new at the store.
Yeah, it did.
Which is really cool.
So that's really good. One other thing that we've got is we have a American flag guitar donated by the Trading Post in Mountain View. They've done this for years. Randy Reese is new owner there, and he did that for us, just like Bob Tate had done for years and years. So we'll sell a chance on an autographed guitar. Eddie Montgomery's going to autograph that, and then we'll sell chances on that too.
Wow. It's a great night. And to me, people think, just going to a concert. No, it's not just going to a concert.
No, there's a lot more to it than that.
You're going to a festival.
Yeah. When you walk in that door, it's like a beehive in there.
It is.
And we're going to open the doors at 5 o'clock. Of course, we'll have a silent auction, and then we'll have a live auction. We generally do 20 to 25 items. And we've already got some pretty nice quilts and different things, a lot of different things. And so we're real excited about it.
Folks, tickets are available now, and you can't partake in any of the activities without getting that ticket to get in the door.
Yeah, you got to buy the ticket to get in. You can't come in just for the auction. You got to buy the ticket to get in.
As long as you're there, might as well stay for the show.
One other thing, Mike, I would like to add. It is our 35th year, so something I'm wanting to do is look for any of the prior Jessica's friends. If you have ever sang or been a part of it, if you now have kids that are a part of it, we are looking for you. I'm wanting to do one song about all of the people that have been a part. So I invite you back to be a part this year and get in on the one song for our 35th annual.
That'd be a lot of people, Jessica.
I'm hoping so.
There's a lot of people have bought, and it's not just 4 or 5 kids to get up there and sing. We're talking 25,
50.
30 kids, 50 kids up there singing.
It's pretty amazing for us, Mike, when you step back and look. We've been doing this, and you have too, for 35 years. Is a lot of these people that was singing it when they were kids, now their kids are singing in it. For us, that's
grandkids,
and some grandkids.
Yes,
that's pretty good. That's a pretty cool thing for us.
I think it's really cool for everybody. Well, it just shows, and it's an important community event. Rick,
yes,
I don't know
is.
if y'all recognize that or not, but when you start filling out the calendar for the year, things are going to happen. One of the mainstays is the Cystic Fibrosis Concert in March.
It's always the third Saturday in March.
And it's become one of those events that the community looks forward to.
Yeah, They supported us for years, for 35 years. Our support has been tremendous. I mean, sometimes we sit back and we look and we can't believe, 35 years, and I might add, we're all volunteers. Nobody gets paid. And that night of the concert, we'll probably have 50 or 60 volunteers there that night. Nobody gets paid. And all of our money raised, we fund research at University of Missouri, and the 2 research doctors will be there at the concert. So, it's just been a great event.
Yeah, they are also very humbled by the support.
Yes, they are. They can't believe it, really.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good. I don't think you have to talk to me anymore.
I'll be back.
Get to talk to you anymore.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome
Thank
here
you.
anytime, Jessica, anytime. And not just to talk about cystic fibrosis. And by the way, you are a cystic fibrosis
I am
person.
a
How are you doing?
patient. I am well. In case nobody really has known me, I am 42. I turned 42 last week.
You were on birthday bingo, by the way. You
I
didn't win, but you were on there.
Oh, good. I'm glad I was on there.
Oh, wait a minute. No,
I
wait.
did win.
You did win.
Yes,
you did
I
win.
did
Because I told you,
win.
make sure you bring the cheapskate, make him pay for his own meal.
That's right. That's right. But, when we started, we didn't really expect to still be doing it, especially with me here. So, it's a big event. My parents have worked tremendously hard to keep it going, to making it successful, to getting the help that we need. I mean, I will never be able to repay what they've done for CF.
Well, and you're living proof that the progress is being made.
Well,
I mean, you have benefited
unreal.
Directly
I have.
from the research that's being done because of the funding that you provide.
Yes, I mean, I have done several of their projects and tried to been a part. Now that I've had my transplant, I can't be a part as much. But I think that your cousin Karen, that I hope is listening this morning, is benefiting.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she is.
Yes.
And there are cystic fibrosis patients all over the world that are benefiting.
Well, we're hoping so.
Yeah. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for all your help.
Well, we're glad to do it. I mean, it's one of those events and one of